Everybody, we're ready to finish up this hour and moving away from the Republicans because we got we got a whole another week to deal with this next Tuesday.
By the way, next Tuesday,
yes,
Jake Highfill is going to be sitting in for me. So
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. He's a representative from
I hope he's
district.
I hope
he's a smart guy, so he'll do better than I do.
I hope he's ready. Did you tell him to bring his hazmat suit? I don't want him to. I don't want to get any of my liberal on him.
Well, the thing is he's developed the resistance. He said.
He did. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
It's kind of like developing a resistance to herpes or something. So he's good to go.
Well, you need to go there. I'm curious being out there in the western metro area where.
Well, but he does go downtown.
Where he would have gotten the herd immunity out there to be resistant to liberal. So the news in the last day or two has everyone's been. After the Trump Mike Pence VP pick, which we didn't really talk about. We didn't talk about it. It happened between last week and today. We didn't talk about this much in this show because, well, I'll do 30 seconds on Mike Pence. Predictable, safe, boring pick. Newt would have been more fun. Even Chris Christie would have been slightly more fun. But he went with Mike Pence, shore up the Christian conservatives. They love Mike Pence. I don't think it's going to help him very much because I think that the people who are going to vote for Trump are going to vote for him regardless of who his VP is. Agree?
I agree for the most part, but I disagree when it comes to Newt. Newt has run a national campaign. He has been the top dog. He understands the political machinery better than anybody else out there. Everybody, you and I both agree, when Newt walks into the room, and it doesn't matter what room it is, he is the smartest guy there.
I don't agree with that necessarily. He's a smart guy, but...
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe Steve King's smarter. I don't know.
No.
So the bottom line is here's Newt Gingrich with a tie to Iowa, right, through his wife, who can deliver and has delivered Christian conservatives right and left. And I think that he would have been a more moderating voice, believe it or not. When you talk about Newt Gingrich being a moderating voice, you've got a candidate's a little off the hook.
You got a problem.
I think he's the only one that could get Trump to listen, moderate his campaign, and start moving forward. Because Newt already has a national organization. He can already do that. Mike Pence doesn't have that. He's got Indiana, which in the scheme of things is a smaller state.
It's
not Ohio.
He's going to win it anyway.
Yeah,
but what my point is that the VP, and because we're going to segue into news about Tom Vilsack, because the VP doesn't really get you much. There's really no. All the pollsters kind of say, hey, look, VP, whatever. It doesn't. Everyone kind of thinks that it means something to the general election in terms of a poll boost. There's really no evidence of that. Enter Tom Vilsack, who has been vetted before. He was vetted for Obama in 2008, and I think he was vetted for Kerry in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. He was on the short list with Edwards and Richardson and the rest of them, and so his name's being floated out there again. And you kind of. I mean, I've met Tom Vilsack a couple of times. I knew his son a little bit when he was at the Polk County Attorney's Office. Really nice guy. Tom he's another smart guy. Very willing to engage. He came to the law school and I was there a few times. Very, very good speaker. Very good. And has done well at the as a Secretary of Ag that. Right? Yeah. Secretary of Ag for all 8 years. So one of the longest in the cabinet. I don't think it gets you anything. I mean, at all. Like,
you don't think Tommy V gets you anything?
No, I don't. Because think about this. Hillary Clinton's vice presidential pick is so scrutinized. Like the speculation is so heavy on this. She needs an unqualified win that erases some of the negative narrative that she's built up with the emails and the FBI and the State Department over the last 2 weeks where we've seen the polls kind of tighten. So what good so Tom Vilsack comes out and the media says, meh. There's no reaction. Yeah. That's what I kind of feel like. Tim Kaine would be the same kind of thing. She needs to blow the doors off.
Now, it looks like Elizabeth Warren is out of the running.
I kind of think she is. But I think that might be blowing the doors off the building.
A little too much.
Yeah, I think the media would react favorably to that, but Elizabeth Warren outshines Hillary on the stump. And you can't really have that from an optics standpoint.
She's carrying her own baggage. I mean, isn't she the gal claimed to be Native American or something?
Well, there's I don't know. Claim is the wrong word.
Well, anyway, That's what it looks like to me. I mean, we're talking like, I don't care. She claimed to be whatever she wants. Who else is out there besides Elizabeth?
Well, there's this speculation about like Tom Perez, the labor secretary, is on the list. He's a couple of the political guys that I listen to on some other podcasts like him, but I think they like him just because he's been a guest on their show a couple of times. Those are the main. I think those are the main names that I've come across. Perez, Kane, Elizabeth Warren, now Tom Vilsack. I mean, Vilsack would be he'd be a perfect vice president. If you want a guy that carries the water, that doesn't get in the way, that does the job, and would be qualified
and doesn't screw stuff up.
Yeah,
I mean, we both love Uncle Joe, but let's face it. I mean, that guy's created some gaffes that are laugh-worthy.
Well, it's just like Tom Vilsack would be a great vice president because he'd be a piece of furniture. But in this campaign with Donald Trump, where every move you make is scrutinized more, but also has to pop in the media, I don't think that gets her anything.
Well, I would agree. Now, one of the things I've wondered about, obviously she's not going to invite Bernie Sanders on.
No,
why not?
No.
Well, you could have a Reagan-Bush kind of thing. They didn't like each other, and look how that turned out.
Well, because he'd face the same kind of fair or unfair criticism that John McCain did. He's too old.
Well,
he's older than
vice
Hillary.
President.
He's older than Hillary. Yeah, but so if something happens to Hillary, then he'd take over. He's older than Hillary. He'd be
what is Hillary, 79 or 70? Not 70.
No, she's 70. Like 72 or something, or 71.
Good God.
Something like that. And he's like 70. Like he would have been older than Reagan had he won, I think.
Oh, wow.
Is what I heard. Because Reagan was, when he took office, he was
68 or something. He was the oldest president.
Well, yeah, when he took office, though.
He might have been, I can't remember.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of political analysis and memory that you look to, Doc and Lefty.
What about a more moderate?
Well, that's sort of the
Democratic Center.
That's sort of the Tim Kaine issue, except he's from Virginia. Well, they have a Democratic governor who appoint his replacement, so that's not as bad. And that's the other thing with Elizabeth Warren. The governor in Massachusetts right now is Republican, and the Democrats are feeling the Senate. The numbers are on their side. They're thinking that they can nationalize the Supreme Court issue for voters. I'm not so sure about that, but they're thinking they can. But they only have a few seats to pick up. They're thinking if they can turn out the Obama coalition to vote for Hillary, they can retake the Senate.
Yeah, and I
Trump
think,
on the ticket.
Now, I agree that there's a possibility, but I don't think that that's as true as what the Democrats would hope. Part of the problem is, and this is from the right, if the Democrats take back the Senate, it's not going to be from motivating their base. It's going to be from people like me, Christian conservatives, sitting at home and not voting for Trump. Keep in mind, everybody's talking about the Supreme Court nomination, which I believe is very important, right? I believe that's the number one reason you should vote for Trump, because at least you have a shot at getting a conservative, and you don't have any shot with Hillary. But part of the problem is it's Republican-appointed Supreme Court justices that gave us the go-ahead on Obamacare. One of the heaviest taxes, the heaviest tax in United States history. And the bottom line is this, unless we get that court to swing more financially conservative, and I don't even care if you're socially conservative, more financially conservative, it won't matter who Hillary appoints. That's my opinion, because even the liberal justices have a tendency to vote for, the Second Amendment. We got about 30 seconds left. Where are you going to be this week?
Hey, I'm taking the next couple of weeks off.
Really?
Yep.
Oh my God. I told Jake that you would be on here with him next week.
Oh no, I'm not. I'll be here next week, but I'm not doing anything this weekend.
All right. Well, we need to work our communication. We're like an old married couple at this point.
Well, yeah, you do feel like a roommate. The passion is gone.
The passion is gone. So, all right, buddy. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We couldn't do what we do without you. We'll be back after this week.
Hi, I'm Representative Tom Shaw, and I love these guys. Both of them.
Love these guys. Get over here. Love both of them.